everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I was on here last time, but today I am just doing a bit of an update. My last video was my video on me starting the F45 8-week challenge, but if you follow me on Instagram, you will know I failed miserably. It's not even over, there's still one more week, but I have failed miserably. These things happen, that's life. But yeah, what I wanted to just jump on here today was just to follow up my post pretty much, because I did receive so many lovely comments and so many like private messages from people saying that, you know, they've experienced the same thing and they're on their own health and fitness journey and everything as well. So I thought, why not jump on here? So what I'm going to talk about is just how I did fail miserably in this challenge. You know, like, don't be too hard on yourself. We all go through these types of things. You know, sometimes you'll stick to things, sometimes you won't. That's just life. Find a fit in what works for you, whether that's with anything really, with, you know, your job, health and fitness, relationships, anything. It can be so related to absolutely anything. If you followed my last video, you would know that I have just been riddled with injuries. I've got Achilles tendinopathy and plantar fasciitis, so that's great. It has been really, really hard for me since I've come back from America to lose the excess weight. So in this first photo on my Instagram page was, you know, 2 years ago when I was at my optimal health and fitness level. You know, I looked good. I'm tooting my own horn here. I did, I looked good. And then the second photo was literally this week that I've taken this. There is quite a difference, not only physically, but mentally. So physically, you know, I look really, really, I don't want to say this, but I did. I looked really good and, you know, I was happy, I was confident within my body. But then the downfall of it was I was the worst mental state I've ever been. When I was looking this good, I definitely wasn't feeling this good, and there was a lot kind of going on. Although I did look really, really good, I was, yeah, in the worst health, I guess, I've ever been mentally. Really, really bad, riddled with depression, anxiety, insomnia. I was just eating shit, really. I didn't really care too much about what I was eating, but I was still going to the gym and everything. And I'm a big believer in, you know, like a good exercise can't outweigh a bad diet. And that's kind of where it's got me to today. So that is where I'm sitting at right now. You know, I am 13 kilos heavier within these two photos. I've just got back from America. I've been absolutely riddled with injuries, and I'm just really struggling to find me and confidence within myself again. Compare the two photos, not only physically but also mentally, and they're just polar opposites. You know, in that first one, I'm looking really, wow, I hate wanting to keep saying that, but I did. I felt really, really good and like within myself physically, but mentally it's the worst state that I have ever been in. But then you compare it to today, I'm in the best mental state that I've ever been in, and you know, I'm now this happy-go-lucky person. Not too much phases me. You know, I've completely transformed mentally, and I'm really, really proud of that, which, you know, toot my horn again. But I just had this whole week, really, last week, where I was just reflecting on a lot of things, you know, like within my life, within myself, within a lot of different assets of life as well. Compare them to photos within a mental state, you know, I'm a completely different person, you know, like I feel like I've been reborn again, you know, I'm in the best state that I've ever been, you know, I feel like I can handle anything that life throws at me now. I've been through all this enormous pressure and all this like really bad down times, and now I'm just in a completely different state. Like if you looked at some of my videos from when I first started YouTube and to me in this video right now, you would see that there is just such a magnificent change. But the downside to all of that was, you know, maybe sometimes you get a bit comfortable in a relationship. Like at this first stage, you know, I just moved over to Perth and Clem and I just started living together. I wanted to, you know, look my best that I could for him. Felt like I had this appearance that I had to keep up, and you know, I really love exercise and I love the way that I looked, but kind of get a bit more comfortable. Like when people, if you're like 14, 15, 16 years old and you're watching this video, when people say, oh, you won't be eating that for a while, it catches up to you, listen to them. These photos just prove it. Like, seriously, listen to them. It's the best advice you'll ever take, because I just think that nutrition is just so important, and that is now my biggest downfall. Your health is an investment, and sometimes spending that extra money for, you know, that organic chicken breast is worth it. Yeah, I've had, you know, traveled to America for a month. We ate absolute shit, hardly ever exercised. I've come back and I've tried to, you know, transform myself within this F45 8-week challenge, and it's just riddled me with injuries. It is a result of poor nutrition, hardly exercising, injuries, travel, a bit of like yo-yo dieting really. Plus I just didn't really have the confidence within myself or the funds behind me to be able to maintain that challenge lifestyle within the F45 environment, because, you know, I feel like the exercises aren't really tailored to your body type and what exercise your body needs. And then with the nutrition side of it, the challenge itself is quite expensive. Kind of have to be going about 5 or 6 times a week to be able to get your money's worth, and then having to pay, you know, $200 a week on groceries just for me. I didn't do that past week 1 because I went to go do it, and you know what, I was just like, Clem has to go buy his own food and everything. Like, it's $400 nearly for groceries for 2 people a week. That's just, no, I just don't, nah, that's just not sustainable for me. So I didn't want to do this whole challenge environment and commit to something that I wouldn't actually maintain outside of it. So that's where this second photo that I had of me now is actually my before photo for the Lauren Simpson 8-week bikini cross strong 8-week challenge. And I have just seen some people just had such amazing results, and what I loved about it was there's 3 different options based on your goals. So you could do like a weight loss option. This is for your nutrition plan, by the way. You could do a weight loss option, you could do a shred option, or you could do a build muscle option. So obviously I've gone with the weight loss one just purely because I want to, you know, put myself in that calorie deficit to be able to lose the weight that I'm wanting to. I mean, obviously I'm not going to get back to that skinny itty bitty girl that I was in the first photo 2 years ago, because my hips have widened. The female body is amazing because it does change and it has this life cycle. You know, you'll have this little petite figure growing up, and then your hips widen to get ready for things like childbirth and all that sort of stuff as well. So obviously I know that I'm not going to get back to that photo. I would like to lower my body fat percentage, and I would like to lose weight, and I would like to be, I know weight isn't always the best measure for how you should feel or anything like that, but mentally for me it's a mental game. Whereas I was someone who was always 52 kilos, I was probably 52 kilos in that photo, whereas now I'm sitting at, oh my god, now I'm sitting at 70 kilos. So I thought that I'd only put on like 13 kilos, but I'm usually around that 52, have never really been over 59 kilos. To now be sitting at 70 kilos. I'm not throwing a pity party here, I'm just showing, you know, my journey and things that have, you know, kind of got me to where I am right now. And that's someone who is not confident. I'm not really that motivated. I don't feel confident within myself. I don't feel confidence within my looks. I don't feel confident enough to wear shorts or skirts anymore. Even on like really hot days, you'll see me in a long sleeve top and, you know, leggings or trackies or jeans or something just to kind of pull everything together. You know, I'm feeling a lot more chunky, and I'm just not happy with how I am personally. You know, some people are saying, oh, you know, like, you're amazing and you look good, and your number shouldn't, the way that you feel about yourself shouldn't be categorized by the number on the scales. But for me, it's that mental game of, holy shit, like, I know that I've put on so much weight now because I've lost all my muscle, which was getting me to that 59 rather than the 52 kilo, and now it's just all fat. I look at myself in the mirror sometimes now and I just don't even recognize who I am. Well, I do in a mental game, I do, but physically I'm like, I just can't pinpoint it to, you know, like, when was this point that I kind of gave up on myself? But I just can't pinpoint that, and that's what kind of makes me a bit upset, because of, you know, all those factors, as well as stress and life, and everything just gets in the way, and you kind of forget to take care of yourself. You know, we're all human. Yes, I failed miserably in this F45 8-week challenge, but I posted those photos on my Instagram page just to be my motivation and my accountability to not only me, but for other people to keep me accountable, so that if I am having a rough time within this 8-week challenge with Lauren Simpson, that I can look back on that and be like, you know, Georgie, like, you know where you want to be going, like, is what you're doing going to be helping you get to this goal? So yeah, my short-term goal with this challenge is hopefully to get a little bit closer to like around the 60 kilo mark. Yes, I did fail miserably, but you know, it's a learning curve, and that's what kind of gets us on the right path, really. Sometimes you need that bit of realization to be like, whoa, like, what am I doing? I feel quite content in where I am going to be going, and I know that I'm going to be sticking to this 100%. You know, Clem's on his own weight loss journey and everything at the moment too, so it's a really good home environment to be able to keeping each other accountable and on track, and you know, just get back to those like fun, happy versions of ourselves that we've kind of lost along the way. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video just to give you guys a little bit of an update and just say to you guys, you know, like, it's okay if you're not where you want to be right now. Just don't be too hard on yourself. That's not the be all and end all, and life is this massive journey. You know, it's got ups and downs. I'm living proof. I'm just rambling on right now, and I think I'm done. Thank you again to those people who have reached out, and that's kind of inspired me to make this video, just because I know that so many people are going through the same thing. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video and it wasn't too much of me just rambling on about nothing. If you did like this video, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Video also a big like, because it really does help my channel. I've got audience from all around the world now, which is crazy. I was looking at my audience stats and everything on YouTube, and you know, I've got people from America and the UK and everything watching my videos and commenting and everything now, and I'm just, it just blows me away. It just blows me away. Anyway guys, I am off. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.